Alrighty, welcome back to Shock and Schlock. I'm your host, Spooky Celluloid, and today is day 24 on day 25 of the 31 Days of Horror Reviews. And today, I said I wasn't going to watch another trauma movie, but I saw the boys on the Sick on Cinema podcast talking about this one, and I was like, sounds good. Didn't know it was a trauma movie. Turned it on, and sure enough, no, the trauma theme song comes on. Anyway, so unintentionally, another trauma movie today. 1988's Black Roses. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is a fun ass movie. Directed by John Fasano. It's about this band coming to a sort of conservative little town in small town America. And this band, the Black Roses concerts and Black Rose and this band are coming there. They're a heavy metal band, but they're more like, hair metal, like a Twisted Sister type of band. And they come to turn teenagers into demons. And the movie's about, the teenagers all want to go to this concert and all these concerts, and the adults are kind of protesting it, but they eventually let their kids go because they meet the people and they think they're nice, but then they get turned into demons. That's literally in Letterboxd. That's not really a spoiler. That's what the movie is. That's what you need to know. But yeah, this movie, oh boy, it is something. Is it good? Does it matter when it's fun? I don't know. It's so fun. And it's not terrible. This is definitely an 80s cheese fest, though, for sure. Things that I like about this, I honestly like the central cast of characters. I like the band. I like everybody in this. They all play their parts really well. The band is like, all the people are very over the top and, sort of fit the moniker. They have huge hair and they wear like leather outfits and everything. Just love that whole aesthetic, and their personalities are big just like they are. The teenagers in this are very over the top, and these are the oldest teenagers I've ever seen since the original Spider-Man. I mean, these people are like, they look like, I don't know if teenagers is age different in the 80s, but they looked like late 20s at least. But anyway, all of them are pretty good, even if they're stereotypes. They're like funny stereotypes. Like, you got the jocks, you got the nerds, but everybody wants to see this band. And yeah, they're just loud and obnoxious and funny. Like, that's the entire cast of people. There's a police officer slash mayor, kind of, I think it's the mayor. And he's like trying to investigate this a little bit, and he ends up being sort of the protagonist later on. And he plays everything with such a straight face when things are just like absolutely insane around him. It's absolutely hysterical. And the film, you come here for the weirdness and the insanity, and that's what you get. And the demons, when things start happening, are weird as hell. Much more like elaborate looking than I expected. Like, even if one of them, their head looks like a testicle, you watch this movie and you tell me that when someone transforms into a demon and they have this roundish head, they don't look like a ball sack. You tell me. But yeah, even when they look like that, I mean, there's more elaborate ones. They turn to like lizard people. So that's really fun. And there's one where a girl's like transforming at like the beginning and her jaws are getting bigger, but the actress obviously, has the prosthetic in her mouth, but she can't keep her mouth closed, and it's a very unintentionally funny visual that I really appreciated. And for a movie about heavy metal, and for a band, the music in this, while corny, slaps. I love the soundtrack of this movie. There's a couple of like almost full song performances in this as well. That is definitely going to be something that turns some people off. I personally enjoyed it because I felt like it fit the tone of this, late 80s, metal movie. It's fun. Some people won't like that because, I can see how some people think it's boring, but if you like the music, it won't be. So, I appreciated that. If you like hair metal and like 80s traditional heavy metal, you'll, hopefully enjoy it and not think I'm dumb for saying that, but most people probably think I'm dumb anyway. And if you watch this far, you probably know me personally, so yeah, thanks for that on a side note. Anyway, the pacing in this, I do think can be somewhat off on occasion. I think there are parts where less is happening than others, but I do think the characters are entertaining enough. And some of this is like during band practice and stuff, which, as I mentioned, I enjoyed. But I do think it takes a little bit of time to get to the inevitable, like, explosive, demonic war battle thing. When you get there, it's awesome. Special effects, pretty good actually. Some of them look god awful. Like there's a melted face part that looks like a Spirit Halloween decoration, but it fits the vibe. I just really like it. This is a really good like Halloween time movie. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, it's on Tubi. Synapse put out a DVD, but if somebody out there is watching this and you work for Vinegar Syndrome or anything like that, please put this on 4K. I will buy it immediately. Thank you. Please. It's so good. I absolutely adored this movie. I give it a 5. It's definitely every review is definitely subjective. My reviews are definitely going to be more controversial than others because I tend to rate things really highly, and if they're fun, and I really like trash movies. So if you see my reviews and you like what I like, you will really enjoy this movie. It's definitely a new favorite of mine for the season. Highly recommend watching it, even if, you're on the fence about it. It's on Tubi. It's only an hour and a half. You're not losing a ton of time watching this, and you'll probably find something that you enjoy. If you like B movies and creature stuff, you'll dig it. So, yeah. And that is it for the review. But at the end here, I do have a little shout out, a little thank you section to a friend of mine, filmmaker. I've interviewed him before, but it's not posted on my channel because for my book coming out later. Mr. Steven Gerschuk from Box Creek Films got his new movie in the mail today, The Blackheart Collectors Club. I'm going to be doing a review for that tomorrow. Yeah. This looks awesome. Steven sent me a really wonderful little care package. A bunch of stuff that I'll get into it in another video. There's a lot. But, pins, buttons. A pin / I don't know why I said pins and buttons. A pin, button. Lots of little mini posters. A script for the movie. El Pollo's Loco, the game, on a flash drive. And, Steven, if you're watching, I made this as well. Steven, we have had a very, nice, friendly relationship for a while, and I'm a huge fan of his films, always been a supporter. I wrote a review for Severed Cinema for Vapor Green, which is my favorite of his movies so far, and he was nice enough to give me screen-used money from Vapor Green, so I made this little thing. So, Steven, if you're watching, thank you. For anybody who's watching this point, he is going to be a guest on the Open Casket. Today is the 25th. He's coming on the 26th. I don't know when Francis will post that, but yeah, very excited to have him on there. And another quick shout out to Scum Video for another little preview of the movie. White Gardenia's Dream of Virtual Perfume in the House of Chanel. White Gardenia's new project, distributed by Scum Video, who is a dear friend of mine. And I have a 1-of-1 review copy. I believe it's still available to buy on Scum Video on Big Cartel, so you should definitely pick that up. And you're going to be seeing a review of this soon. So, yeah. That wraps up day 24. I don't think I'm going to post day 25 today. I've just been really busy. I'll catch up sometime way before next week, but we'll get there. Anyway, I've been your host, Herschel Gill, signing off for today. 0 thoughts, 0 editing, 0 brain cells, and 0 planning. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't. Keep your notifications on. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.